when I saw the white blazes raining down, covering over the lily fields of Victoria and Ellsberg, when the flaming figures danced with each other and fell down in the grass, razor sharp and tall, I knew then that they would not return.
The company men drew us. Many others from all over. They promised steady work, but flexible. You could come and go as needed.
They will not return. Those great figures of presenticity, of common homes and common thoughts and common dreams.
They will not return to us, Amy and Richard and John.
Daughter and son and father, husband. The ones who saw another world, who believed in kinship beyond oceans, and marched in Spanish battalions of spirits and love, who ate brisket and tidied their rooms and swept clean the wooden porch. They will not return, and the others are following too.
Amy pulled on my skirt, said, "Mom, hold me." Her fingers were gray, her eyes were running. I lifted her up. "Papa is coming," she said. It was only past noon. John was still working. "Papa is coming? Do you see Papa?" I asked. I peered up the road, but no one was there. I stepped up the porch and turned on the hose. "Clean off your hands, baby." Large flies circled around us, the air dense with moisture. "It won't come off, Mom." Then I heard the gravel shuffling from down the driveway. "John?" The smell of a stagnant pond reached me before he did.
Something happened.
The local newspaper shut down just when we moved here. People said it used to be pretty good. No one's come to talk to us before. We started a little group to see about compensation because all the company did was give towards some people's funeral costs, and even then it wasn't everyone.
Investigation found John Makem, 41, employed by Beinhardt, subsidiary of the Marshall Valley Authority, 3 years. One of 26 on site during incident to survive.
We came over from Kansas after we lost the house. Been here 4 years now.
Worlds turned on impossible axes. What they were digging into, they did not know. John Makem, his eyes hazel and dim, stood weak in the kitchen, shaking and thin.
Someone came knocking at our door, actually. Said that there was work to be had in the fields. We were still new to the valley, but I hadn't found a job yet. I have a responsibility for the kids, for Em. I didn't want what happened in Kansas to happen again. We needed stability.
Report notes. During regular digging, shortly after lunch break, unknown substance incapacitated dozens of workers. The initially exposed could not be resuscitated. Workers who attempted to rescue downed personnel also suffered from acute asphyxiation. Emergency services immediately phoned, but first responders did not have required safety gear to access the site. Only those who immediately evacuated survived. Many large sinkholes have opened up in the fields. Foreman on duty was not on site at the time of incident. Company claims that workers did not follow proper safety procedures. From the official testimony.
I saw a man, last name Dean, from the Dakotas. He was standing right next to me and he tripped. He just wasn't there anymore. It was that quick.
Mr. Makem, have you witnessed any other similar incidents?
Not so bad as that. People get hurt while digging. Really, it's the odor that's been making people sick.
Odor?
Yes, sir.
What is the odor?
Well, I don't know how to call it, but it comes from the ground, from the digging. It's hanging over the town still. People have been getting headaches, and our water tastes funny.
You've worked in the fields for how long, Mr. Makem? About 2 years. Have you gotten sick? I've lost weight.
Danger close, people say. A crying shame. Women gently wept in the public viewing gallery.
That's a hard thing that he's doing, Thomas told me. I'm glad that John is the one spearheading this effort.
The field crews have always been paid per foot of ground covered, so there's always been this incentive to work fast. And it's only gotten worse since they cut back on crew numbers, but they still expect the same amount of progress.
The company looms over them like the shadow of God's own mountain. Just as enduring and just as capricious.
Mr. Makem, we have a signed letter, or a contract rather, with your name on it, among others, which releases the company Beinhardt from the duty to indemnify worker claims not made in a timely manner through the standard required arbitration process.
We are looking for...
And now you're part of a group represented by an outside organization that is attempting to profit by these people's deaths at the expense of the company.
The group is trying
Now,
to...
Beinhardt has already made payments to the families of those affected that day, correct?
That's correct.
And the company has shut down excavating at the Marshall site, now operating at a loss, as I understand it. A hardship it would be to bleed them out further.
Sir, we are
Now
not...
I move that this committee come to a decision on whether or not to go forward with an inquiry on this today. More witnesses will not be necessary.
Sir, we need help.
Mr. Makem, thank you.
That's what we're trying to get.
Thank you.
People are still dying.
Thank you for traveling all this way, Mr. Makem. Thank you for your time today.
Does Gates know what is happening under his thumb? Have the Carnegie structures finally all succumbed, burned to the ground? The gilded now don't pretend, sucking on bones. Thieves keep thief friends from thieving alone. Who eats in the garden? Who washes with lie?
Who will care for you,
Who
dear?
will care for you, dear?
John Makem and most others, they worked in those fields 6 days a week, breathing. Men or women, muscle and blood, it didn't matter. They're not coming back. Those who were left had a lingering death.
Our house was so close to the site. Richard was always smaller, but he took ill and got pale, real skinny. He got sores on his hands and face.
Who christened the workers' hands? Who sang them to sleep? They will not return to before the matchbox ran out, before the fields opened up, devouring them whole, before Kansas was lost.
And our children cried, why? Before I knew you, love, when the warm nights were dreadfully long. Richard found this note on John's desk.
This letter, love, is late and inadequate. I wanted So to just carry on. To watch over Amy and Richard. But by and by, love, they took our country. They repossessed our home where our children's feet first walked. They fed us to cannons, made us tear open the fields and blister the valleys as the earth cried and forbade. I knew not what we did. And once we were spent, each of us, no matter the color, were all turned to crystal white ash as the remaining tossed us to the wind. Is this the good fight, Em? It was not I who widowed you that day we kissed goodbye in our doorway. It's this whole damned racket. The whole thing. Don't let them tell you different. Don't think different, Em. I'm sorry I ever brought that stench in our house. Would you say yes to our marriage again? I wanted So to just take care of us. To build something new from the cards we'd been dealt. I did what I could. We did.
what we could.
They will not return.
They will not return.
They will not return.
We killed them, said Thomas.
We lost them, said Anne. If it wasn't for Beinhardt, if it wasn't for the recession,
If it wasn't for the gas that filled up our lungs, that snuck in our homes, our water still tastes of metal and stone.
Maybe ghosts drive home at night. Bugs on their windshields. Maybe the fields will never cough up their secrets, no matter how much we dig.
Maybe our next house will last a long time. Built with concrete and mud, and never financialized.
they will not return. The many millions cast into the breach, into the boundless anonymity of time, wrenched from the little fingers of their children, the warming arms of their beloveds. They will not return to the towns of Gary, or Madison, or Spectre, to gay scenes, both real and imagined, to letters fashioned and a noose made tight, to scouting and swimming and eating berries from the vine.
I've had dreams of searching for you, John, wondering where you were. I couldn't find you.
They will not return to us here today, slept on the floor, ironed out and waiting on their clipper ships run ashore.
Return to me now, John. Remember you when your hands had not touched that noxious poison. Our daughter is dancing with autumn leaves brown and orange.
From the charnel house of the Marshall Valley, blue flowers sprouted and reached up to passing sky vultures. The flaming figures now grass, the earth scarred but closed. Englishmen prettying themselves in halls far away, reddening their cheeks with the blood of Macomb and kin.